Hey guys, it's VHS Man here, and before we start this massive update, if you hear any rumbling outside, there is a thunderstorm coming into my area, so just a heads up. Anyways, this update is going to consist of several things I've got over the past few days. To start, we're going to go through 4 bootleg tapes. I got these on Mercari, all from the same seller. To start off, we've got Nurse Betty. I'm most likely going to do an opening to this out of the 4 bootlegs here. Oh, and a heads up, all my future openings and closings will be digitized. Just so you guys are aware. Anyways, next bootleg I have is Kiss the Girls. I believe all these 4 bootlegs are theater recorded, but I have not checked just yet. I'll do that after this video. Obviously no printings on these because these are bootlegs. Next we've got The Art of War. This one does not have a lot of tape on it, so it's probably like SLP modified, I guess. And last is Deep Blue Sea. Anyways, so that's the bootleg part. Next, I think this is yesterday, I went to a Goodwill outlet. Not a Goodwill store, a Goodwill outlet. These have, like, bins you can dig through. This is the first time I've ever gone to one of these. I found a bunch of blank recordings as well as a bunch of, like, regular tapes. So to start off, we've got 11 blanks here. I'm not going to go too in-depth on these, but this one I believe was completely blank. Yeah, it was. This one, it has some content on here, but I checked through it. This one is also completely blank. I believe same goes for this one, too. I don't remember if this had something on it or not. This one has An Unfinished Life, which is a mid-2000s movie on it. And it had a bit of ESPN right at the end before cutting to blank space, but it was mostly Unfinished Life. And this has like a channel guide on it, like a TV guide, so this was pretty cool. Same case goes for another blank recording I'll show off in a bit. This one, I don't remember if this was blank or not, or if this actually had something. Now this one, if you've seen my Media Archive channel, this one had the emergency broadcast system test on it. You can check that out on my channel, Brett's Media Archive. This one was completely blank. I looked through this one, and didn't last long because of the fact it was completely blank. This one has Maverick on it, which I do have on VHS. This is the other one that had the TV guide. This was Desolation Canyon, which is a Hallmark television movie. This one, I think, was from 1999. I don't know. This had stuff on it, though. Yeah, it was, I believe, a dish-on-demand recording of Purgatory and then some other movie. I forgot what. And then this last one here, this came caseless, but I put it in a case I have. Don't worry, this is not on here. This is just something we recorded back in the day. But even though it's got a cracked lid, this tape actually does play fine, even though it's like dirty and stuff. But this recording is from CBS. It's mostly from CBS, and it's from very early 2014. So this was a really nice find. It's also got technical difficulties on it. I can try to get that on the Media Archive channel in the next few days. I got some other stuff I want to focus on first. Alright, now as for the regular tapes, I have 3 caseless ones here, and I also got 2 DVDs alongside it. These DVDs are Wild, And one of my all-time favorite movies, Action Jackson. Let me set these off to the side here real quick. Alright, now for the 3 caseless tapes I have, these are Scary Movie 3, printed on April 8th, 2004. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. There's some tape over the recording tab. This has no printings. And a cartoon tape from New Age Video, so you probably know what this is going to have at the end. Also no printings. I'll probably put these in cases at some point. I should have some free ones. Anyways, for the regular tapes, we're starting off with The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. This was a really cool find. "52nd Week of 2000. Now, this next one I do have a copy of, however, it's kind of broken, so I'm getting this as a replacement. This is the VHS of 3 Strikes. Printed on December 14th, 2000, and no broken side this time. Next, this is probably my favorite find in this entire haul. Snow Day. I'm definitely going to do an opening to this one at some point. 9th week of 2001. Next is We're No Angels. Printed on the 23rd week of 2000. Next is an older Paramount tape of Uncommon Valor. I was initially hesitant to get this at first because it had a Blockbuster label on one of the lenses or windows. I tore some of it off and it didn't look like it had any mold, so I decided to get it. Printed on February 18th, 1988, but there's also a week and year code here. 8th week of 1988. Next, I got an Ed Wood movie. If you guys know, he's the guy who made Plan 9 from Outer Space, but he also made Glenn or Glenda. This is another one of his famous movies. This one has invisible ink printings. It looks like May 25th, 1995. Next I got The Worst Movie Ever Made, but I really wanted to get this just so I could see how bad it was. Ballistic X vs. Sever. Now, I have heard this is actually the worst movie ever made, but I want to experience it for myself at some point. Then if I hate it, I can just sell it on eBay or something. Print dates are November 28th, 2002 and December 5th, 2002. Next is National Lampoon's Vacation. June 14th, 2000. My toe is, or not my toe, my ankle's kind of hurting from laying it on the carpet here. Anyway, next is Dickie Roberts, former child star. Printed on the 4th week of 2004. Next, I have a Linda Fiorentino movie of Unforgettable. This is another rental from Dick's Grocery Store, which I assume was an old grocery place back in the day. More invisible ink printings here. I cannot make out a print date yet. I will have to look at this at some point. Yeah, I cannot find a print date. Next is Big Shot: Confessions of a Campus Rookie. Printed on December 3rd, 2002. Next movie is The 13th Floor. This is a recycled tape, printed in 1999. Okay, it should be printed on the 4th week of 2000. And then the last tape here, I don't know if I've got this already, but this is the VHS of Lucky Numbers. Yet another Dick's rental. 7th week of 2001. This will also probably be one I do an opening to since it's Paramount. Alright, and then lastly, I went to a thrift store earlier today and got 4 DVDs. To start off, we've got 1 Hour Photo. There we go. Next we've got I believe a found footage movie of Cloverfield. There we go. Next is I believe Best Picture nominated, Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I've heard this one's really good. And then lastly, I rediscovered my childhood at this thrift store. Wow Wow Wubsy. Yeah. This was a show I loved so much growing up. I believe I took pictures of this exact DVD back when I was like 8 years old, or at least the content that was on it. Now, 11 years later, I finally found it at a thrift store to forever keep, because I believe the one I had back in the day was a library copy, but yeah. This was one of my favorite shows as a little kid. And yeah, that's going to do it for this VHS and DVD update. I'll see you guys in the next video.